Hello YouTube, it's your boy VAS7600. In today's video we're gonna talk about Hwoarang, top underrated move in Tekken 8. So who I am? I'm just a Tekken newcomer that love Hwoarang and love grinding Hwoarang. I just recently hit Tekken God, so I'm definitely not the most qualified to talk about this, but I was like, maybe that will help some beginner intermediate player. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about Hwoarang, top underrated move in Tekken 8. So let's get right to it. So the first move that I wanted to talk about is highly underrated is this move up for. I mean, this is the I-16 mid that is plus 11 on hit. Like you can even do it from right foot forward like this, on from left foot forward like this. So this is a really good move from Hwoarang that transition to right flamingo. So this is really a good move. And on block, if you see, on block that is plus 3 on block, which is also really good, especially for Hwoarang in right foot forward. But the reason that you need to use this move more is this. Let's look. Because as a Hwoarang player, we always want to find ourselves in situations like this, or this. As you can see, this beat rather Hwoarang situation that we want to be. 1 2 3 1 2 flow flamingo down 3 4. That is why people like to duck against Hwoarang. I mean, if you can hit this consistently, then knowing your opponent like to duck, yeah, you will be fine. But if you cannot hit this consistently, yeah, you will definitely need this to dissuade them from ducking. So this is really a good move, I think, in my opinion, for Hwoarang. Like, and a lot of Hwoarang players don't really use this move. This is really good. And the situation, let's talk about the situation on block. Like, okay, like if your opponent block this, you will say, oh, I'm only plus 3 in right foot forward. Like if the opponent jab, let's see, punish, okay, see, see, my jab trade with the, oh, I'm being, see, this is not good. But if you know Hwoarang, like being plus 3 in right foot flamingo is a really good situation because of the floppy kick. So if your opponent like to press after blocking up 3, you can just do this. See, you get a easy launch with the floppy kick. So this is really a good situation for Hwoarang. But as let's see the other situation, if they like to duck after up 4, I mean, you get a easy launch also. Even if they dig jab, this beat the dig jab. So if you see your opponent ducking after up 4, I mean, you have a lot of options to play safe. You can even do this flying eagle. This also beat a lot of options when they decide to duck or dig jab. So this is really a good move for Hwoarang, and Hwoarang players need to use this move more, like up 4. Really good move for Hwoarang. Another decent move that I wanted to talk about is this move 1 2 4 3. Let me explain why. Because like I said, as a Hwoarang player, you want to always be in this situation. So if your opponent like to jab after 1 2 3 into left flamingo, let's see, sending block, punish. If your opponent always like to jab after this, like always, 1 2 4 3 is a good tool to like dissuade your opponent to jab to let you get your offense, because if you do 1-2 forward 3, see, you will always get the counter hit. If your opponent always trying to jab after 1-2-3, after 1-2 into left flamingo, so this is really a good tool to try and open your opponent to start jabbing every time after 1-2-3. So 1-2-4-3, oh, 1-2-4-3 is really a good move if your opponent like always to jab into when you want to be in left flamingo. So so your opponent will always get hit by that, so you will start to respect more 1-2 into left flamingo, so that will let you get into your offense like this, or this. So you have to dissuade your opponent from pressing when you're doing 1-2-3 into left flamingo. So this is a good move to open that, because if your opponent like to jab every time, just do this. And even not on that, like this move is really a good tool to use in the neutral, because your opponent cannot sidestep this or enter this, even though it is -8, but your opponent can only block this, like they can do nothing about this move. So this is really a decent move that Hwoarang man can use to open up your opponents for your offense. Move that I wanted to talk about that is highly underrated that Hwoarang man don't use enough is this move while sending 1-4. This is, oh, let me just, okay, this is really a good move to throw out in the neutral. Again, we always trying to beat our opponent that like to duck a lot, so basically throwing this in the neutral is really good when you know your opponent like to duck a lot. Like while standing 1-4 is really a good move. See, +8 on hit, so this is really a good move. That first mix up +8, like, and we can see the situation on block, like unblocked. As you can see, this is 0 on block, but this is not bad for Hwoarang, especially when you transition to right foot forward, because you can always do this if your opponent really like to challenge that. So let's see if your opponent want to challenge while standing 1-4, like, okay, punish. See, if you do that and you're trying to challenge, you get a flappy kick launch like this, then you can go do your combo, whatever you want. So this is really a good move. So while standing 4-4 is really a good tool to throw out in the neutral. And as you can see, if your opponent start to duck after the curse of the flappy, which is high, let's see, oh, if they like to duck after this, you can always launch them or go for the, oh my bad, safe option like this. So you always need to make sure they don't press after while sending 1-4 with the flappy kick, to make sure like you have time to do your other option. So this is really a good move to draw in the neutral while sending 1-4. Really good move. So the other move that I wanted to talk about that is highly underrated for Hwoarang player is rifle forward back 3. This is a 13 frame high but counter hit launcher in right to forward, and lot of Hwoarang player on man don't really use that move, but this is really a good move in certain situations. So let me show you. Let's say for example you are in rifle forward and you start impressioning your opponent by getting your plus frame, for example doing this. Oh, let me set it on block. Like if you do this, see, you are okay. Like this, see, you are +4 and you can get your offense like this or this. Like this is really good to go to your offense, but since you are in rifle forward, like lot of Hwoarang option can be side set to the left. Let me show you, like sending bow, side set left. So after doing this, see, oh my bad, see that one jab can be side set, and even rifle forward, down back for like down forward for sorry, like this can be set to the left. So really this is really a situation that Hwoarang player need to deal with when we are in rifle forward. So this is the move battery came in place, because after this, if they're trying to set, see, and do something, back throw like will always catch them. Even though this is a high, you can say, oh, I can use black kite like this, but black kite, you see, is 22 frame. Like this is really slow, really slow. But if they like to sidestep and press after rifle forward, back to like, see, down throw will really catch them. So doing this, if they like to set, is a really good option. Like after, you can really do your combo like this. This is really a good move. If you know your opponent like to step and, for example, I don't know, Punchman, yeah, okay. Okay, if they like to do something like this, is a really good move to get a launch. I mean, even though it is a high, if they start ducking after that, you can go to black guard for sure. But this is really a fast counter hit launcher, 13 frame, that you can use to trying to beat your opponent, trying to do side step left into some move. So this is really a good move, really a good move. The last move that I wanted to talk about is Hwoarang down forward. Yeah, like this is one of the most underrated moves that Hwoarang may do not use enough. I mean, not even a lot enough. Like Hwoarang down forward is really good, and let me tell you why. Because as you see on block, it is just -1. Usually down forward at -3, but at -1, I mean, you can still try to steal your turn, do a jab like this, or even step at -1. This is really a good move. Again, that beat opponent that like to duck as usual, like a down forward does. It is a mid, as you see, +6 on block, so you can just go for this. Like this is really good, but Hwoarang player don't use Hwoarang down forward enough, because another thing about this is the down forward has a follow-up. So let's say for example a Jean player always like to press after a down forward. Let's see, every time we do down forward, it does some more. I choose one for just to show you. So like every time when we do a down forward, he like to press, but with that we can trap them with the extension. Like if they like to press every time after a down for one, we can just do down for 1-3 like this. Oops, my bad, misinput, like this. See, that will catch them with the counter hit always. So usually what I do is always throw at this. Oh, my bad, this, always to see what they like to do, because I'm only -1 after that, so I can sidestep, you know, I can duck, you know, I can move. Like there is not losing your turn when you use Hwoarang down for one. And usually at the end of the round, like I always try and do the down for one, the down for 1-3 string like this, because I really condition them to only do this, so they will really like to press, so they will get caught up with the down for 1-3 extension like this. This is really a good move, and if you do that, they press every time. If you start to doing this, they will not likely to press no more, so that's why you can just keep like continue your offense, because they will be waiting for the extension, but you can just keep going to your offense. So basically these are the moves that I wanted to talk about, like the most underrated move for Hwoarang. Like Hwoarang has a lot of moves, and there are some moves that Hwoarang don't use enough in my opinion, like even me, so I wanted to make a video about that. Like this is for me the move that we should use more. Like this is really some good move. So hopefully I help it or give some tip for Hwoarang, hopefully, but if not, please like and subscribe. That will really help me to do more videos, and follow me also on Twitch when I also stream my ranking session. So this is this guy. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video.